Hello, ladies and gents! I don't know how your week started, but I woke up early only to realize that my quite expensive GTX 970 video card died on me, so I spent most of my day running after a new one. Mondays, man. Still, I managed to fix everything before the special stream started, and by the way, huge thanks to everyone who popped in, all 120 of you by the way. I certainly had a lot of fun. Talking about fun, this time I have a great replay from Ifty in the Skoda T40, the premium Tier 6 Czechoslovakia medium tank, where his team certainly left him in charge of actually dealing damage to the enemy. Will he be up for the task? Let's find out. Check this out. Alright, so here we are in our Skoda T40, this time around in a standard battle on Himmelsdorf. Now we'll start the match with a casual 999 ping, which will normalize itself relatively soon. Although I have to say some of the jerkiness you can see here and there in the video is because of the little bit of lag that we have during this match. Now, talking about the match, this is actually a pretty nice matchup. About a third of the teams are Tier 6, so we will have quite a few Tier 5s and Tier 4s that we can shoot to smithereens. So in the beginning we decided to go up to the hill, which is not a bad decision at all. We should be able to get some juicy shots down below on the G line, and then, once we cleared out everybody from up top, we should be able to get around and behind the enemy team. Or at least that's the plan. It seems that the banana road down there on the 8 line will be rather busy. But let's not worry about that. There is a Cromwell who is shooting at everybody who is coming up the hill. Luckily we only took one shot, although this machine doesn't have a huge amount of health, 700 hit points, which is alright for a Tier 6, but it can melt away quite quickly. Now you will see us here shooting at quite far away. 0.35 meters dispersion is the standard accuracy for this machine, and that can be a little bit trollish from time to time. Now what the Skoda T40 has going for itself is actually quite nice alpha damage. 220 on average is not bad at all for a Tier 6 machine. Even though, in general, the machine is like an average medium, it has at least quite a good punch to it. Now, careful with the OI Experimental, he's looking this way, luckily he dunks the shot into the ground. Now, we have only 6 degrees of gun depression, so poking that ridge line might be a little bit tricky. But we don't need to. Look at all those enemies, they are just lining up to be shot from in the back. Skoda T40 got a little bit lucky there, and that's okay, we have the Black Prince presenting its huge ass towards us. Should be an easy enough shot. Oh, never mind, the Sherman tree saves him as well. Kill is a kill, so we will not complain. So far it's quite even. It was just 4 kills versus 4. And now the enemy team is pulling one ahead. I have to say, it does not look all that well. All the guys in the middle seem to get circled around. We are squeezed here up top as well. And down on the banana road we are down to a KV-85 holding that front, and he's facing a TOG 2 and a Jagdpanzer 4. Both of which can make short work of him, but let's not worry about that. And the OI Experimental decided to come for our soul, and that can be really tricky. Oh, that's really lucky with the artillery hit. Basically reducing the OI Experimental for a 2-shot. And we are indeed able to take him out. Now if he decides here to turn around and approach the KV-1 frontally, which is okay, but it will end up us taking a shot in the face, which we might have been able to avoid if we would have gotten around. There was nobody else on the hill, and that's okay, we can take the punishment. Unfortunately the KV-1 finishes off the M4, but we do instant justice on him. So unfortunately we are still behind by now by 2 tanks already. It's 8 versus 10 kills, so it's a little bit tight. We still should be able to get some work done from up here. There is the Matilda, and he's getting shot at, so it's highly likely that he will pop out from that corner. So annoying. Unfortunately, the track seated. We tracked the Matilda, but the reload is not that great on this thing. I mean, it's not bad. We have basically a 6.6 second base reload, but it was not quick enough to get a second shot into the Matilda. There's a Black Prince. That's a cheeky shot, but we get it through the destroyed building. And every little counts at this stage. We are down by 3 tanks already. Sooner or later we will have to make a move, because those guys are getting squeezed into the northwestern corner. Oh, there is a Skoda T40. At least we can take care of the Cromwell. So it gets a little bit better. We pull one more back, so it's 10 versus 11. And it seems the guys have made quite a stand over there. But now it's really time to move. Let's go and give them some covering fire. Now moving down here to the B line, we should be able to get some shots in the back of that Jagdpanzer 4. And also it's a big question where that TOG 2 is. Oh, I think we found the TOG. Look at that juicy butt. Oh boy. That's living the dream. Come on, Skoda. One more shot. Oh, tracking shot as well. Excellent. Now we are going for the second track, which is a good decision. Unfortunately, the accuracy of this gun just doesn't seem to be working for us that well. It goes a little bit too high, and that means the TOG gets away without taking any further damage. Alright, so the TOG's in the cap circle, the Jagdpanzer 4 is up there on the opening, and whoa, 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 we are down to a Hellcat. Now the TOG is for the moment alone, should be able to get around him. Oh, not quite. Well, okay, but it was a little bit too slow with the reload to get a second one in, and stopping there would have only resulted us in taking some damage. Oh, he's coming for our soul. Quick shot, into cover. Nice, nice result. Oh, don't poke out that ass. Yeah, the TOG 2 has a really quick reload. And he gets lucky as well, remaining there on 2 health. Oh, that's the Matilda. Now, Skoda T40 has rubbish armor, so even a Matilda can be trouble there. Being a little bit cheeky on that corner, trying to sneak another shot in. How lucky was that dog? I mean, getting away on 2 health. Unacceptable. Now I really like what T40 is doing here, just changing corners to come up on the enemies from unexpected locations. Oh, and there is the TOG. More to say, there is the TOG's ass. The best part of the TOG. Come on, what's with these dunking shots? Come on, gun! Do your job. Oh, there we go. Now that's a very important kill. Unfortunately, in the meantime the Hellcat evaporates as well, leaving us for a very short moment there in a 1 versus 5. Now what's left on the enemy team is a Jagdpanzer 4, which is actually a very dangerous machine when it's top tier. There is an enemy Hummel already on 1 kill, which is unspotted, so most probably still sitting around their base. And there is, I think, a 1-shot Matilda Black Prince and a 1-shot regular Matilda. Whoa, that's a lot of them. Let's get back quickly into cover. I would have to say, basically all of these guys are 1-shot kills. However, we can only take 1 shot from the Matilda Black Prince, and that's it. The Jagdpanzer 4 can 1-shot us as well. And of course, the longer we mess around on these corners, the higher the risk of getting an artillery shell on our back. Now, Jagdpanzer 4 did disappear, which highly suggests that he is somewhere in the same situation where the TOG was, because he's definitely in the cap. Oh, and there is the Black Prince. That's a dangerous one. Thinking about sneaking a shot in. which could work, and that's the guy we can take actually a shot from. But we might need that help to get away with artillery splash damage. Oh, and there is the shot. This is risky. Ooh, this was a close one. But we just managed to beat the Black Prince's reload, and that means now it's a 1 versus 2, which is a lot better. And we see Ifty once again changing direction. Hopefully also able to fool that Jagdpanzer IV. Oh, there he is. Indeed, he was looking at the wrong corner. Now I think Ifty expected him to be sticking to the wall like the TOC 2 did, but the Jagdpanzer IV was out in the open. Luckily, we both missed the shot. And the Jagdpanzer IV, being a turretless tank destroyer, unfortunately for him, sucks out in the end. So, now it's down to a 1 versus 1, we are already on 8 kills. This is looking really good. 3300 damage. It's absolutely great result for the Skoda T40. I did check. Right now that's actually in the top 10 damage in the current patch. Now, question is, where is that Hummel? Oh shit. Well, I didn't expect that one. What an absolute heartbreak after this much carrying, but at least this loss was not on us. The Hummel was simply in an unexpected location, and we came from an angle where we only spotted him when it was already too late. Besides, if it wasn't for Ifty, this team would have lost about 5 minutes ago already, pretty much in a crushing defeat. So, despite the ending, this was still an ace tank arena defeat, together with a Redley Walters Defender, High Caliber and a Top Gun. Looking at the team results, our teammates certainly left a lot of breathing space for us, and we would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling artillery. 3300 damage, 8 kills and close to 1500 base XP. Quite impressive for most tier 6 machines out there. Last but not least, we fired 32 shots, hitting 24 of them and penetrating 18. And as we didn't use any premium rounds in this match, even with a standard account, this was worth 40,000 net profit. Right, this was then an almost perfect carry with a 1 versus 5 endgame by Ifty. Many thanks for sending this in, and congratulations to a monster game. I'm sure you will take down the next one. I hope you guys have been entertained as well, and if so, thank you very much for considering giving this a like or sharing it. Now, as usual, there is a lot more content waiting for you this week too. Like for example the next episode of the Arty Party special Funny Moments compilation, coming your way already tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again in one of the next videos.